These five careers look great on paper, but they drain the life out of even the most ambitious women. Hi, I'm Sophia, and I help career women climb in corporate without the cost of burnout. I know because I burned out. Here I talk about career tips, leading yourself differently, and burnout recovery. Let's get into it. I was watching a video by that career coach Kendall, and she talked about the five worst career advice on the internet. And it made me think there are actually five careers in corporate that are pretty bad. And trust me, it's not what you think. You're thinking, oh, she's going to tell me it's a director role at this company or an analyst role in that industry. No. How about, you ready for this? The note taker. You're all sitting in a meeting. Yes, we all have all of our devices out. You know, we have AI, but someone has to physically sit in the meeting and take note of where we are, who's responsible, who's accountable, who are we going to consult, who's informed. Someone has to do that in real time to keep the meeting going. You did it one time, and somehow now every time you show up for a meeting, people expect you to do it. That's bad. It's the worst type of career to have because that's leadership. And instead of getting recognized for it, you're just seen as the doer. What about the next one? It is the birthday rememberer, the person who remembers all the birthdays in the office and or in the group and coordinates like a birthday cake or brings in donuts into the coffee room, just to make everyone feel special. That's team building. But what does everyone else see? They just see, hey, that's Sophia. She keeps the birthdays. And when there's a new person that gets added to the company, they just give you the name. They don't realize that that's leadership, that's team building, helping the team be cohesive unit outside of the deliverables. What am I missing? I know you know some based on, I know you're thinking of some now in like real time as I'm going through my list. How about the cheerleader? Yeah, you offer praise and applause for people who do a great job, and you have no problem like admitting or pausing to give credit where credit is due. But because you always do that, other people, they either forget to or they just assume that someone else will. Yeah, that's leadership. And if it gets unseen and you continue to do it, it drains the life out of you because you're the person carrying the banner, the praise banner, like, hey, this person did a great job. The team did so well. How about we all be our own cheerleaders? How about we all champion our own work or the work of others? It should be a collective idea. And when you're doing that on your own, by yourself, you're doing an unseen leadership tactic. How about I talked about the note taker. I talked about the person who remembers the birthdays. What about the meeting organizer, right? You're sitting in a meeting, you just finished that project, everyone agrees, yeah, we need to meet again. Yeah, that agreed. That works for me, but no one is setting up the meeting. And because you're a high achiever, you're a I'm a high achiever, you're a high achiever. We want the meeting set up now so that way we can move the project forward. So you just pull out your laptop, you add all the names. Okay, looks like everyone's available on Tuesday, and now that's your career. That's something that you do now. No, we're not doing that. I'm here to wake you up and tell you, hey, if you're wearing that hat and that's your career in the company, don't do that. And the last one I want to bring up, because this one got me tripped up, is the glue. They call you the glue. Hey, if it wasn't for Sophia, hosting all of those birthday events or remembering that project or working cross-functionally with those other teams, this project wouldn't have moved forward. That's great, but where's my additional pay bump for that? It doesn't happen. Again, this is invisible leadership, and I want to wake you up. I want you to see it so that way burnout doesn't creep into your world. Do you like these tips? Hey, how about you go ahead and comment below and tell me what I need to add or what I forgot? Because sometimes these invisible roles, these invisible careers, they show up differently for us. And the more we talk about them, the more we can help each other get out of that burnout cycle. If you're looking for more, I do host workshops once a month for women who are looking to get out of the burnout cycle and want to lead differently. Because when you show up for yourself, everything else changes. but you got to show up for yourself first. If you don't know where to start, there's a a worksheet that's in the comments section below. And if you're looking for one-on-one support, I offer coaching and I also do speaking. If you have an employee resource group or you just have like an affinity group that you'd like for this message to get to. So comment, subscribe, and of course, watch my next video. There I talk about additional cliches or career tips that we need to unlearn. Talk soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe.